Welcome again. In this first part of this series, we will expand on what it really means for a career in interpreting or a vocation that has the ability to connect the world. But there's something we haven't said directly, something that many times goes unmentioned, and that's that interpreting doesn't just change communication, it can change lives. It can change systems. And that change, that can go different ways for the community that we serve, but also for the interpreters who are involved in this work. Because of laws like the ADA and the presence of interpreters, we now see deaf advancing in spaces that before had no access. We see deaf become professionals like teachers, lawyers, doctors, presidents of businesses, deaf parents directly being involved and participating in their child's education, artists represent, representing and sharing their story with the whole world on that level, that visibility, that mobility. That doesn't just happen. That's continued access, real access. And that means that interpreters have to be skilled. They have to be prepared. They have to be able to work in those advanced spaces of complexity and nuance. When access is continued in a community rises. When communication is honored, the future changes. And that's not just inclusion, that's about equity. This is real, what we're talking about. Interpreting can change lives, not just for the interpreter, for the student. Maybe this is the first time a student is graduating from a college or university, the first generation. You may be skilled in many languages and you just went toward this profession. This could be your second profession. You could have entered the profession and your family thought, I never imagined you. But guess what? You're here. Interpreting can offer stability of the economic kind, flexible work, and work with purpose, a role in educational spaces and health and judicial spaces and creativity. And when one person from one family lives that kind of power, that impact expands. Your siblings notice, your children observe, and your community grows as well. So, if interpreting means access, but also means community mobility and representation, it means a community move toward collective dignity. You're not just learning a skill, but you're participating in a change for yourself and for those that you're serving. So, you have to ask yourself again, not only do I want to become an interpreter? That's not the question, but what kind of interpreter? What kind of force and what kind of strength do you want to be?